Man, why the fuck,
Man.
bro? Why do people have to go and shoot other people, man? It's so fucking frustrating. Because now I can't sit here and scroll through TikTok and look at funny videos for the next few days. It's so like we're supposed to fucking you fucker. It was funny. Fuck off.
What?
You didn't laugh. It's a funny joke.
You probably shouldn't have said it before the show then, because I was expecting it fully. It didn't laugh.
Fake laugh. Ha 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 ha
Ha
ha.
ha 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 ha! That was a good comedy joke you just made, Alex. Ha ha ha!
It's definitely not the first time you've heard. It's definitely the first time you've heard it. Whatever. Fuck you. You're such a fucking cocksucker. Make me you literally. I'm like, hey, I'm not very good at swimming, but I really want to jump in the water. And you're like, okay, go jump in the water. I jump in the water, immediately start drowning, and you're like, well, you shouldn't have jumped in the water then. I don't know. I'm not gonna help you.
You should have jumped in the water.
You fuck you.
Made it my problem.
Welcome to Detour Ahead, everybody. This fuck completely ruined the entire cold open I had.
You could have just kept going. If you had more jokes, maybe I would have laughed at those.
I didn't have any other jokes. That was the only one. So probably it was because I fucked up.
Over. Then what do you mean you're not? The cold open's ruined. It was already over.
No, it was ruined because you didn't laugh. You didn't even fucking fake laugh. Would have been funnier if you were like, ha, 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 like real fucking sarcastic.
Instead, I was gonna ask a follow-up question that would drive more conversation, but before I could do that, you were like, "Oh, you laughed the whole fucking."
What's your fucking follow-up question?
I was gonna say, is it all videos of? Obviously, we're talking about the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and we'll get into it. But is it just videos of him dying, or is it videos of people talking about him dying?
A mix of both, with a little bit of the Ukrainian girl getting stabbed.
Oh,
a little sprinkle of a woman getting murdered as well.
Man, that poor little lady got to be in the news for all of 5 seconds, and then somebody had to go and fucking blow Charlie Kirk's neck apart and completely erase her from popular culture.
So I want to clarify, and I know we're on the show, and I should have clarified this before we started, but when I said I wanted to talk about this was not to start a political argument with you. I had already assumed that you and I were going to be on the same page about this.
Yeah, and it's because I'm not a fucking monster. It really has been disgusting to see people on my side of the political aisle completely like desensitized to this and like doing the victory lap. It's not even the jokes. I've seen some jokes that I've snickered at, but when people are just straight up like, I'm glad he's dead, fuck him, he deserved a slower death, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, bro.
See, like those kind of people need to be put in a mental hospital because that's not okay. And this is not like pandering to the masses where I'm like, oh, killing people is bad. There are people out there that deserve to be killed. I'm not going to say who because YouTube doesn't like that. Charlie Kirk was not one of those people. He never incited violence. He never did hate speech. All he did was inform youth of his opinions.
Wait a minute, who do you think deserves to be killed?
Pedophiles.
Hold on.
Pedophiles.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That's like the safest one. I could probably rattle off names after the show, but I'm not going to right now.
I personally don't think we should have the power to kill anyone.
No, I'm like
other people.
Well, no, I mean like there are a few people who like mass shooters and stuff like that.
There are people who I wouldn't be sad if they died, but I don't encourage killing them.
I'm not okay, maybe I phrased that incorrectly. There are people out there who deserve to die under the law. They deserve to go through the whole process and then get the death penalty. That's probably the
Okay.
proper way of. That's probably the YouTube TOS way of putting it.
I feel like that I kind of hate the death penalty though, because like first of all, I don't know how I feel about the government playing God in that way. And second, life in prison's the worst punishment anyway. So win-win.
I mean, not really. I feel like
Yeah, you get to suffer in a fucking box for your entire life and then die of old age or get killed by other prisoners.
yeah, but you can go there and like make friends, become someone's bottom bitch or whatever. Like there's positives to prison. What if you kill someone to go to prison so you can make money or not make money, make friends?
Well, I guess mission success. Like,
I'm just saying, like, if you kill someone, you either deserve life in prison or you deserve to be killed as well. Anyway, Charlie Kirk was not one of those people. All he did was go to college campuses and inform collegiate youth about his personal opinions through pretty like not domicile. That's not the right word I'm looking for. Help me out here.
what
Tame,
word are you
like
looking for?
tame debates. Some I don't know. I don't know what the word is
That's
escaping
just
me. But like,
tame debate. I think that's just a debate.
well,
And if
no,
it's not
because like
tame,
he doesn't get
it's
into
a
arguments. He doesn't raise his voice. He doesn't yell. He doesn't scream. He doesn't insult people. He doesn't say you're fucking stupid.
yeah. That's what a debate is
Nothing.
supposed to be.
Yeah,
Internet goofballs have turned it into blood sports, but
but
a
that's the
debate
whole. That's what I'm
is
talking
yeah.
about, though. That's what I'm talking about. Is literally he did everything the way that you are supposed to do it through genuine respect and care. He invited people to come and ask him questions, and he would give them his personal opinion through facts and reasoning.
I don't know if I would call it genuine respect. You see, I've had this kind of back and forth where like I'll be in circles and I'm like, it's fucking horrific that this man was murdered in cold blood among thousands of people, and they're like, yeah, he was so great, and I'm like, well. Let's not go that far, but it's fucked that he was murdered.
Well, yeah, but like, what wasn't so great about him, though?
I mean, I think his political opinions were like downright horrific. But I don't think he deserved to die.
But everybody's entitled to their own opinion. He went
Correct.
around to support that Charlie Kirk is the wasn't he's the founder of Turning Point USA?
Yes, Turning Point USA, which now Demi has the crucible of having like a goofy podcast name making fun of the organization of the guy who got his neck blown off.
What's
Because she changed the name of her show to Turning Point GSA as a like parody of Turning Point USA.
oh boy. That's probably not going to go over well for a bit. Um he's the reason why I have the political beliefs I do.
Charlie Kirk? Charlie Kirk is your radicalization guy?
Not Charlie Kirk specifically, Turning Point USA. When I was in college,
Okay.
I went to like meetings and shit like that, mainly cuz I went for like the free food and stuff. They're like, "Hey, come listen to us talk, come listen to some of these speakers or whatever and you can get like pizza or whatever." I was like, "Well, I'm hungry. Sure. Yeah, I'll
I'd
go."
like some pizza. Sure.
But like I went there and they're like in order to get the food was served at the end, so you had to sit there and listen to the whole thing. And I'm like, so, and I actually started listening, and that's what shaped my beliefs right now. Like, I'm not like a hardcore Christian, like I'm gonna die for Jesus or whatever like that, but like that's where my Republican views come from. So to hear that he was shot and then died later that day really fucking shook me because that's where all my beliefs come from.
You see that footage. The thing is, this is where I'm going to start to get controversial, and a lot of people are going to stop being on my side. But like, the fact that it's specifically like a like horrific murder, right? Like shot in the neck, fucking blood blasting out of his neck, seizing. Like it was gruesome, and like nobody deserves that fate. Like even like my worst enemy, I would not celebrate if that happened to. Where like The difference is, I know a lot of people will point to like, oh, liberals, you said this about when everybody thought Trump was gonna die. I think there's a difference between an old man getting carotid heart failure and a young man getting shot through the neck.
I mean, like, he's got a wife and kids too.
That too, yeah.
His children are going to
Like
grow up with
young
story.
kids.
His
Yeah.
children are going to grow up with stories and pictures, not memories.
You stole that from somebody.
Oh,
I
of
saw
course
that
I
on
did.
Twitter.
Of course I did. I don't give a fuck. I'm not giving them credit. Fuck them. I don't care. I'm stealing this whole shit ton of stuff from Twitter. From Twitter and TikTok. I don't care. Fuck them.
But no, like genuinely, this is a horrific act. Political violence is one of the worst things you can do. It's not okay, and we need to
I will
condemn
say,
this.
maybe I'm on the wrong side of the internet, but I haven't seen anybody go, yeah, I'm glad he died. I haven't seen
Oh,
anybody.
I've seen so many people.
See, that's what's fucked up about this though, and that's really pisses me off. Like, it that's pisses me off.
I
Like,
fucking
really.
I was in a 1v20 brawl in Demigloom's Discord server. Just fucking everybody's like L plus rip bozo. They quoting that thing he said about how some people need to die for gun laws, and like
I
just
mean,
being shitty about it.
yeah, I somewhat agree with that though.
What do you mean?
You can't just create laws out of thin air for no reason. Laws are created to prevent something.
Yeah. What? Wait. What do you? What? What? Where did this come from?
You said that people have to die for gun laws to come into effect, right?
No. Charlie Kirk was saying that I guess somebody at a debate asked him like about like gun deaths, and he's like, unfortunately, to protect our Second Amendment rights, there are going to be some gun deaths, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And people are quoting that to like dunk on him because he got shot.
Yeah, but do you not agree with that though?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, that's where I was going with that. Maybe I'm
Yeah, if you
using
have guns,
retard
people are gonna
words.
die always. Like, I think we should probably get better about like background checks for guns and
I
stuff.
don't think it's the
But
background checks. I really don't think, like, the background checks have been around for however many years now.
yeah, but they're not good. They need to be better.
It doesn't matter. You and I could easily go to a gun store and buy them. They're not gonna
Yes,
they're not gonna scroll through the podcast or anything like that. They're just gonna go and see if you've done any past crimes.
they should. Hopefully, AI is gonna give us exciting new knowing who we should and shouldn't give guns to technology.
Just put like it's like the DMV. You go up, get your picture taken, and then the AI just goes yes or no.
Yeah, the AI just like
No
scans all of your
explanation.
internet activity ever, and it's like yes or no based on that.
But like that's the problem with like our society is it's not perfect and it will never be perfect because you're always going to have the one person who lies to get what they want.
100%, but I'm just saying, like, I don't support guns being taken away, and I understand that guns not being taken away do result in gun deaths,
Of
and that's
course.
just like a tragic reality.
And
I think
people are going to
things could be
die in order
done.
for us to make laws to prevent it, but people are always going to die from gun deaths in the first place.
Yeah,
There's not you can't fully prevent it unless you comb the entire United
only
States.
you can prevent gun death.
Like the only way to do it is literally search every nook and cranny in the entire United States and to get rid of all the guns. No more gun deaths. But like then that people are still going to die because people are going to want to murder
What
people.
if we take all the guns and we move them somewhere else?
But like even then you're still going to have people like what's next? You're going to get rid of all the kitchen knives?
True.
Cuz like you can't prevent murder. You can
Knifings are
take
easier to stop, though. There's usually more time, more
I
leeway.
mean I mean the Ukrainian girl would say otherwise, but
I mean, I if people actually were there to help her, she might have survived. Because wasn't she like alive for several minutes? Isn't there like a video of her crying?
Yes, there's a whole fucking video of her on the subway where the dude
Yeah. So
stabs the fuck out of her, and then 3 other black people were like, I didn't see
yeah,
anything.
that's fucked.
That they
Let's
should be.
let's not generalize though. Let's not start generalizing. I hate that. I'm gonna kill you.
I'm not generalizing about black people.
Okay, all
I'm
right.
generalizing about the whole human race. If
Fair
someone gets
enough.
stabbed, you're either gonna have your fight or flight responses are going to your fight, flight, or freeze are going to get like they're gonna get started up. And each one of the people on the bus chose to freeze or leave. Nobody chose to do a goddamn thing and help that woman at all.
Have you seen? So this is one of those things where I don't know if these videos are edited or like I need somebody who understands to explain to me why this is retarded because I know in my heart that it is retarded, but I can't figure out in my brain what makes it retarded. So there's been a rumor going around that this was somehow like the video of the death was somehow like staged in AI because that when you zoom in on it, it really did look like this was the case. I need somebody to look at this and tell me why it's retarded. But I guess like his ring changes finger and the F on his shirt disappears when he gets shot.
Oh, Charlie
I
Kirk.
don't.
I thought we were still on
Yeah,
Subway Girl.
we're talking about Charlie Kirk.
Carly Kirk.
Carly Kirk. He was gonna transition. He was about to tell everybody, and then they killed him. They killed her.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's
Yeah.
why they were like, maybe it was an alt right guy who killed him. Maybe he knew some inside information and was like, I can't let him do this. He needs to he can't become trans. He needs to become a martyr. It's either martyr or trans, and I'm gonna make the decision for him.
Do you buy any of the allegations that it's Mossad,
Who?
the Israeli government?
I don't think it's the Israeli government. I don't think they give a shit about Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, but like, people are being pretty insistent about this.
I
'Cause
think
I
it's
guess he
someone
like,
from the far
I guess
left
he, I guess he
who's
turned
not.
against Israel like recently, and had been like threatened, and then he got shot in the neck, and people are thinking it might have been Israel. I abstained because I didn't want to make any jokes about this because I was horrified, but I damn near almost, because of this Israel rumor. Netanyahu posted a tweet like, saying like R.I.P. Charlie Kirk, like being respectful about it, and I almost posted a picture of like the press conference Omni Man gives about the death of the of the Freedom Force or whatever, the Guardians of the Globe.
I've seen. I think I've only seen one meme so far about it, and that's it.
I've seen plenty of memes. I've seen the classic claims to be pro-life dies meme. I've seen the
All I
I've
saw
seen a
was
whole lot of memes.
like a grayscale picture of him sitting there, and it just said fatality over top of it. That's all I've seen.
I've seen plenty of jokes. I've seen people say like, "Why didn't he just debate the bullet?" I
Like
saw
see.
I saw
I'm
somebody
not.
edit together like a fake Jubilee video thumbnail where it says like one conservative versus one bullet.
I'm not trying. Like, I'm still like very broken up about. Not broken up about this because like I didn't know him, but like he's literally become a martyr, and he was like the leading voice for the conservative youth.
Yeah, all this did is create fucking 20 million Charlie Kirks. Like, this accomplished nothing. If it was a radical left winger trying to make political change, you did a bad job because it's just gonna. It's like a hydra. You
You went
cut this
after
head
the
off,
wrong fucking
fucking
person.
100 heads are
I'm
gonna
not
grow.
saying who the right I don't know who your right person is. Charlie Kirk was not the right guy.
You gotta kill somebody who's like not establishment if you don't want to get in trouble. Like nobody's gonna be cool with you killing Carly Kirk. You probably could have killed like Fuentes and not created
No,
a
but like then
armada.
you kill
But
if someone murders Fuentes, then like you realize that the entire dickhead community is gonna hunt them down.
That's true. It would be the dickheads that would rise up at that point.
Like
Um,
the unspoken of group of people out there, like the thousands of them across the world will figure out who did it, and the government will never get to that person.
to be clear,
The top autists will take care of it.
I am not condoning the murder of Nick Fuentes. Just to be clear. I'm just saying, like, Charlie Kirk is like this huge figure in like actual main scene conservatism, where like so many radicals are gonna rise from this that it's
And
gonna be
he's not.
insane.
He wasn't even. So the one thing that I'm like, I haven't formed a complete thought about this yet. It makes me uneasy to think about, but I want to. I'm sure you've heard this, but well, I want to get your opinion because I haven't like. I just saw this like maybe 20 minutes before the show. People are comparing. This is our modern day MLK, and I'm like,
I've seen that. I've seen that. Yeah.
I don't
I
think
mean,
so, but it's very very like there are parallels between it. Someone was like he's literally voicing his opinion to the masses and trying to get change
no,
out there.
this is gonna be the opposite. This is gonna be reverse MLK. This is gonna be WLK. It's gonna it's gonna be bizarro MLK, where like the opposite happens. Civil rights and rights for the LGBTQ community are going to regress
Well,
due
no,
to this
but like
event, I
they're
think.
comparing it because like it's very like the parallels are very similar. Someone who's speaking out against what is like almost commonplace nowadays.
You know, it's there. It's there.
I don't want to say it's an exact thing. Like, I don't want to say, yeah, this is our modern day MLK. Like, we're not going to, all the rich white neighborhoods aren't going to get Kirk Boulevard popping up in the next 20 years. Like, that's not going
Maybe.
to
Look,
happen.
Trump's got the flags half mast for like fucking 3 days. What else is he gonna do? He's gonna put Charlie Kirk Road in Washington D.C. and then everybody's gonna follow suit.
Did you hear Trump's giving him the Congressional Medal of Freedom or the Presidential Medal of Freedom?
He can't do that. He's dead.
No, like you can give someone an award after they
I
die.
understand that you can, but what's the point? They're dead.
It's to honor his legacy, honor what
I know.
he's done, honor what he's
I
built.
know. I'm fucking around, but
I saw that right before the show too. It's very frustrating knowing that like my political beliefs were like basically founded off of Turning Point. And to hear that he was shot, I was like that's you like I immediately thought when I found out yesterday, I was like that they got the wrong guy. That's I don't think he ever did any like a single bad thing in his life. He was just
yeah,
there.
no,
He
like
was just there to debate with people and educate people, and that's it.
again, I think he was like genuinely, I think as a political figure, he was like a giant sack of shit. But he was also a human being, and human beings don't
Okay,
deserve
so
such a
that's
gruesome
where we
fate.
differ. Because politically, I think he wasn't even trying to like act like he was just trying to inform people of his side of the story, basically.
I think he was like near the top in like right wing brainwashing propaganda. I don't think
Mm,
he deserves death for that, but I think he was one of the top guys in that category.
I don't think so, because like weeks before, like within the past few weeks, he completely turned face on the Epstein files.
The Epstein file, and also Israel, which you know is why certain theories exist.
But that's just the theory.
A Jew theory.
Stop. I set you up, but that was not what you were supposed to do. This is
I
why I
think
don't
it's
set.
better than whatever shitty joke you thought I was gonna make.
I don't know what you were gonna make, but I wasn't expecting that.
You're allowed to say Jew on YouTube.
You just can't talk about the juice.
Yeah, you can't say certain
Stop.
things
I
about
thought you
them,
were about
but
I thought you were about to start going off and start talking
no.
about the basically word for word. I was like, just shut the fuck up. It's just a shame that someone like him lost his life for because someone decided to do something. Like it's very frustrating to hear. And like I think people on both sides are what like what the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah,
Why
I've seen a lot of like higher up Democratic politicians, speak out against it and such.
not
It's a
even
good
higher
thing.
ups? I have a friend who's like super far left. And even they were like, this was not the way things should have been handled.
Yeah, it's like, and you see like all the trans people celebrating, but then like you go to like some of the most influential trans activists of our time, like Marcy Ryken, who was the girl who got arrested for the trans bathroom law on purpose, and she's been going through a whole situation, and she was like, "This is disgusting. What I'm seeing about this. Like, I need to delete Twitter." Because this is horrific how you people are reacting to the death of a human being.
We're not talking about Trump here. Like that's what I don't people on the far left and far right, mind you, are so disillusioned to the point where any political figure, even if it's just someone debating the other side respectfully, like Charlie Kirk, they look at
Yeah, no.
these people and they immediately, like, all left people will see any right-wing conservative as like Trump with devil horns, and they're like fucking psychotic. They're like, we gotta get rid of him. We gotta get rid of him. They're talking. They don't share my views, so we have to kill him. And I'm like, you need to fucking stop. Political violence should not be happening.
Yeah, at no point like
There's no reason for
political
it.
violence political violence should never happen, and especially to celebrate it so much with just like a pundit. That's the thing, right? Like, I probably wouldn't be nearly as sad as I am about Charlie Kirk if that rumor about Trump was true and he died of a heart attack 2 weeks ago. I wouldn't have been nearly as sad because he's actually hands on doing the bad things that I hate and would like to stop. Charlie Kirk is just exercising his freedom of speech, and
But
nobody
see,
should die for that.
that's the other thing, is like, this is all like, we are so close to the death of free speech that it's unreal. Like, just you and I talking on here could, like, one random person on the internet could find this podcast and go, I'm gonna fucking kill him. I'm done. I'm sick of people talking like this. And then you lose your life for no reason, just because you're putting your opinion out there. It's like,
I have thought about like I wonder if I'm gonna ever get shot by like a kiwi farmer. They're gonna come
you
find
think
me.
I bet they don't even know how to pull a trigger.
True.
You don't have to worry
They'd
about
show up
them.
and try to kill me, but then they'd be like fumbling the gun in their hands, like, "Oh, whoops! Oh, hold on! Oh, almost got
Honestly,
it." Oh.
if someone came up to me and like held a gun at me, I'd be like, "Go ahead." And they'd be like, "Hold on, do you know where the trigger is?" And I'd be like, "You know what? Just give it here. I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't care. I'll call it a suicide. You can get your way. I don't care anymore." Be like, I'm not gonna fight you on this. Either that or just like
Nacho moment.
roundhouse kick the fuck out of them. Like, you
Spoilers for Better Call
stupid
Saul, I
fuck.
should say, I guess.
It's just sad. It's also scary. Like, we're so close to the death of free speech.
Yeah, it's truly tragic, and I really hope something is done because freedom of speech is really important, and like political freedom is very important. It's the whole point of a democracy.
It's the whole point of
I
the
just
goddamn USA, is we were
I've
built off of
never
freedom, and it's
yeah,
being stripped away one by one.
freedom and democracy. It's like I understand the external struggle of like people feel so strongly about certain issues that like it's hard for them, and I understand, but like for this system to work, whether it's the way you want it to or whether it's the way somebody else wants it to, for the system to work at all, you need to be able to have your political beliefs and that not affect the rest of your life outside of the political spectrum. Like, you shouldn't be losing your job for uh, espousing political opinions. You should certainly not be losing your life for espousing political opinions. People should be able to live amongst each other and have their political opinions and vote and speak on their issues without it becoming violent or hostile. Like, I hate this culture of like, fucking, oh, I'm a leftist, so all MAGA is bad. It's like, whatever, man. Like, I'm sure there are people, I think they're misguided people, but I'm sure there are people with great intentions on the other side, and there are people that aren't really directly causing major harm. And even if they are, politics have to be separate from real life, or a democracy does not work.
Of
That's the
course,
bottom
yeah.
line.
It's like politics are basically like a little fantasy world.
Yes.
Like you can
It's
speak
like
up
Sword Art
against it.
Online. I put on my little helmet and I go to political world and I espouse my political opinions and I vote for my political beliefs. And then we all go back to normal life and we work and
I
we
just
live
like
amongst each other
I
and we
want to go
don't
back to
kill
like
each other.
I fully believe that social media is the root of all of this hatred. Never before has this country been had like people in this country had access to everyone's opinions at all times of the day. Like like not even like maybe even like 10 to 15 years ago, it was just like yeah, like oh, your parents don't like gay people. Well, but like that's really it. Like it's you know what I'm saying? Like social
Yeah.
media is literally tearing this country apart basically because you've
Yeah, but
never
I really
had
like
that
social
much
media, so
information
I
and
don't want it to go
that
away.
much access to people at any point in this country's 250 years.
Alex, but you don't understand. I really like social media.
And
And
it's never going away.
yeah.
That's the problem is this we've advanced technology so quickly and given people access to everybody on earth basically so quickly to the point where there's no laws against it. There's no laws preventing things, helping or anything. It's the internet is basically like the Wild West where you just hop on and you can just say whatever you want, but nowadays you now have to answer for what you say and a lot of people aren't understanding that.
Yeah.
Cuz like I can't go into work tomorrow wearing all MAGA shit saying I hate Jews, or else they'll be like, you should probably go home. But I can go on the internet and do that all day.
Exactly.
And like you're exactly right with like I think outside like even just like not only political but like everything else, it's just all of social media is like SAO. Is literally just put your little helmet on and go into a little fantasy world and just start throwing up gang signs, yelling at people, screaming at people, and then you go to your 9 to 5. You take your helmet off and you just go to work for 8 hours. Like it's crazy how divided it is.
Yeah, for real. I'm sorry if I'm a little spacey. I might or may not have eaten a 200 milligram edible before we started this podcast.
We got a little bit more time left, but it's all right.
No,
Um,
I can podcast. You say words to me, I'll say words back. But
I don't know. It's just it's very upsetting. I don't want to keep like talking in circles. I think my opinion has been thoroughly spoken at this point.
yeah, and it's just it stands to say like not to fucking toot our own dicks, but like this what we have here should be the norm. Like me and Alex could not be more different politically. And when we argue about politics, we get heated and not like mad violent though. It's like it becomes rigorous and we address our disagreements. But after it all, we're willing to go back to our normal non-political lives and be friends.
Take the little sword art helmet off and go back to your normal person life.
Exactly.
It's so like you never know who's gonna be next, and when it happens, it's like the whole Luigi Mangione and the healthcare CEO. I wouldn't celebrate the death of him.
That one.
I'm not celebrating
You
the death of a
see,
human, but when a human being creates a system that actively hurts like millions of people.
yeah, like I would consider him in a way. I think there is an argument to consider that guy like a perpetrator of genocide. So like I do not cry out when he gets
No,
shot.
I didn't care. I was like, oh, okay. I'm not happy that someone lost their life, but I'm also
There
not
are always a
upset
few
that
people, right? There are a few people you can kill, but it's really a few people. Like Adolf Hitler, if he was alive, you kill him. That guy you could kill.
I feel like
Uh,
you know what?
anybody,
Okay, let's continue.
anybody who has done a genocide, you could kill. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Okay. I can agree with that. Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna go down the jokey route, but I think we said Jew too many times for me to go down that route. I was gonna say no. I'm sure we could give him a second chance, but like no, someone like that who perpetrates evil doesn't deserve to have freedom. That's a good way of putting
Yeah,
it.
and I have a hard
That's a very
time.
safe way of putting it. If you perpetrate evil or you're supporting a system that actively hurts other like people en masse, you don't deserve freedom at all.
Yeah, and
Maybe
it's like, what
jail
is the extent of
time.
that? I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's a little demi gloom on my shoulder saying things to me as I say these things, and I know the arguments that are going to be made, like right wing politics are evil, and like I understand why you think that, but like I've
It's
never been able to condemn. I see it as like a cultural difference. I'm gonna get called retarded for this by all my leftist friends, but that's okay. It's it's a cultural difference almost, where like different cultures have always clashed, and I feel like we different political spectrums are like different cultures within the United States. Like people are brought up in different ways. People have different ideals, different values about how the world should work, and those values clash, and that really fucking sucks for whatever side loses the clash. So I understand how they feel,
well, yeah, I
but
get that whole point of like you you don't feel safe. You as a trans woman don't feel safe going into the men's bathroom, but the women in the women's bathroom don't feel safe with you in there, so it's kind of this like sticky situation, and you personally feel attacked, and the only thing that you feel is attacking you is right-wing politics en masse that basically becomes what today is, to the point where people feel like the right is attacking them, and it's really just like
and they
we're
are, and they
we're
are.
getting further and further apart. But like you're never like in real life, not online, but in your day-to-day life, you're never going to meet someone who's like, I'm going to go fucking kill this dude today. You're never going to meet someone who's like, I absolutely fucking hate, like, you're never going to meet these far left extremists or far right extremists because they're so rare, but because
Unless
that's
they're your friend group. A.
but like that's well, I'm just talking about like people on the street.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like a majority of the United States, most people are right leaning, left leaning, or center. There are not far right extremists and far left extremists right down the street from you. And like because of social media, it's literally pit one side versus the other, and that's why problems like someone assassinating a political figure is more common now. Like we've had what two right-wing assassination attempts within a year of each other almost.
Yeah, the Trump thing, and then
Nobody tried to
this
kill
Kirk
Biden,
thing.
and there were no assassination attempts under Trump the first time or Biden at all. Not even under Obama either.
Yeah, I think there are radical extremists on both sides, that have turned it into like a almost soft, like a civil Cold War, almost.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's really intense, and I wish people would just calm down. Just try it like the fucking. I feel like it was like this in 2012, but I know I'm going to be called retarded by people who know about politics in 2012. But it seems like I go back to 2012 and like Obama and Romney weren't vicious to each other in the same way that like Trump and Hillary and Trump and Biden were. Uh,
I really think like social media has grown a lot since 2012.
would you agree with me that MAGA kind of has a lot to do with it though? Because that's a point I want to make where
Well, I was
Donald
getting to
Trump.
that. I was getting to
Oh,
that.
sorry. Did I
Yeah.
interrupt you? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, no, like
I'm getting into this.
no, you're fine. You're fine. I was building up to that. So like back in 2012, social media was not what it is today. You can agree with that, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people would be like, "Oh, well, there's Twitter was around, Facebook was around." No. Like it was, but it was not like this huge force where you could reach anybody in the world at any time. It was still relatively new. People were still like a lot of like famous people were still getting on it and stuff like that. Now everybody's attached to social media pretty much. Almost everybody. Back then there were still a lot of people who were like, "Nah, I don't really care. Facebook is for me, my friends and my family, you know?" But now it's like, "All right, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Snapchat, I'm on Instagram. You can follow me on this, follow me on that, everywhere."
And it's addicting. I'm a chronically failed influencer. So you know that I have like the deepest addiction where I just want social media validation at all times. And like this is what social media has wrought is people like me who are just like drunk on validation from strangers, and it's like destroyed culture.
Oh, yeah. So where I was going with this, it's taken me a while to get to my point. I'm sorry. Um
Bro, it's fine. I'll talk to you for another hour. I'll fucking extend my heart out. It's really a soft out.
so like you look at the presidential debates, the presidential campaigns, everything from Obama in 2008, everybody before like Obama in 2008 and 2012 going up against two white guys that I don't remember their names, Mitt Romney and the other one, John McCain.
Hey, I know about Mitt Romney. John McCain. Okay.
John McCain was the other white guy.
I remember Mitt Romney because I was like gaslit into having a political opinion as a kid, even though I didn't understand it even a little bit. Somehow I came to believe that Romney was bad. And I remember making jokes about Romney being bad on like the fifth grade school bus without understanding a single thing about politics at all. We're just like, Obama's cool because he was the president before and we like him. So fuck Romney.
The I'm just gonna cut straight to it. You
Okay.
didn't see this like hatred. Like you said this before. You didn't see any like absolutely no hatred whatsoever. It was Obama said, "I'm going to do this for the country." And Mitt Romney was like, "Well, I'm sure you will, but here's what I'm going to do." Cut to 2016 and it's Trump versus Hillary. Hillary is taking heat from the Benghazi shit. Social media has grown by 4 years. And Trump comes in being the arrogant asshole that he is. This is
Can I
where
talk for a second? Dude, I just had the perfect thought. Okay, uh, fucking it was the perfect storm, right? Because Hillary Clinton represents like the last bastion of like the traditional political establishment, but she's so wrought in controversy that she's like the absolute bottom of the barrel of that. And then Trump comes in, and Trump is like a reality TV WWE guy, and he fucking creates a hype squad, and that hype squad becomes devoted to him like a god, and they will now fight in his honor forever and ever for all time. And he's created this whole new type of politics where it's just WWE now. And because Hillary got so thoroughly destroyed and humiliated, the other side is forced to play along, but they're terrible at it.
Basically, yeah. Like I was building a little bit more of a narrative here. Like I was gonna get to pretty much exactly what you said.
I'm in a state where I will forget my thoughts immediately, so I had to get that
No,
out.
no, you're
That
fine.
was important.
I was setting the scene. I was building up to it. I was killing a little bit of time. But like jump to 2016, you got Trump versus Hillary, and like we all know how it went. Hillary was facing attacks about Benghazi emails and shit like that, so she's already under controversy, and she's the face of the Democratic left. On the other side, you have exactly what you said, and I don't want to like repeat your words here, but like
No, please, my words are yours to repeat. You can if you want.
Trump really. Okay, we're back. Um,
Okay, good.
I'm just
I
gonna
usually do that
we're gonna
whenever I
go
put those things together.
until OBS crashes again. I think it's because I had the old episode still up there, and the disk
Okay.
space for OBS ran out or whatever.
Yeah, this
Um,
hotel is so like dingy. Just as a brief aside, like
we'll get to that.
I I got the cheapest hotel in Detroit, Michigan. I'm gonna get killed.
But like you said it perfectly. Trump really created a whole brand new form of politics. And I don't even think he was like I don't think he meant to create what he
Oh,
created.
he
No, no,
meant
no. I
Alex.
don't think
That's
he knew
crazy.
that people were I don't think he would have done that if someone from the future went back to 2016 and was like, "Mr. Trump, this is what's going to happen if you continue down this path." I think he would have backed off. If he
No, because
knew
he's
that
Vince McMahon. He's a scumbag,
yes,
and
but
he
Vince
wants
McMahon is a
infinite
nice person
power.
outside of WWE. That's the whole point. Is he's the villain. It's a show.
Exactly. He's the villain. He's putting on a show. Donald Trump is a heel.
I
And
think
he
that if
created
someone told
heel
Trump that he
politics.
was going to get there was going to be an assassination attempt, he would have backed off because I think he likes his life a little bit more than winning a silly political debate or becoming president.
Maybe.
I'm just saying that he created a brand new form of
You're
politics.
absolutely right. Hold on. Yeah, if you did go back in time to like 2008 and you were like, Donald Trump, you will become the God Emperor of the United States, but they'll try to kill you. You'd be like,
If
yeah, I don't want them to try to kill me.
exactly, everybody values their life more than everything else. And it's so
What would that world look like? Bro, that would probably be like communist utopia at this point.
no, it would just be normal
Trump
normal
Trump is
going
the entire
ons.
no, cuz like if you assumed both extreme sides didn't happen, but like MAGA is the extreme right side and they fight off the extreme left side. So if the extreme right side is eliminated, the
There
extreme left
wouldn't be
side I
that. No, no,
would
no.
still
No,
rise.
because Trump created the extremes of both sides.
Well, there's always been extremists. He just expanded it.
He made it available to everybody. He made it known to the world. He made it known to the world and the United States specifically that there are far right and there are far left extremists. That 2016 presidential campaign was the far right versus the far left. and it was an absolute bloodbath. And because of that, it's now I hate you, I hate you, and you hate me. It's up to the American people to decide which of us is the lesser evil. 2016 was, for lack of a better term, the turning point for politics.
No.
I was not trying to make a joke there, but I could not. It was the tides changed. It's probably what I should have said, but you know. But no, you have it completely right. 2016 was like basically the death of American politics.
Yeah, it's all just kayfabe now. It's literally wrestling. He Vince McMahon politics.
And like it's so crazy to think that there was no mass following behind Obama, McCain, Bush, Clinton for the
Obama was just likable. That was the thing about Obama, right? Did you have that experience? Because like you were, I guess you were a little older during Obama.
I
But
would have
like I
voted
was
for him.
yeah, like when I was a little kid, it was just like Obama would just be on like TV, and I'm like, that guy's cool. Like
Because he was young and he just wanted to help. That's it.
yeah.
The problem with Trump is he's making everything, he's basically using theatrics to get people on his side. And I'm sure this is like coming as like a surprise to you for me to speak out against Trump like this. Cuz like
No, you're
in the
not speaking out
past,
against him because like ultimately he could be espousing values that you agree with, and that would make him valuable as a political winner to you. But his tactics are insane and have destroyed politics.
100% destroyed politics. The funny thing is, I haven't heard anybody talk about this at all, where 2016 was the death of traditional American politics, where it was you versus me, and we're just going to talk it out and let everybody vote on who's better. Now it's, I'm going to fucking kill you, and you're going to try and fucking destroy me, and we're going to let the stupid the stupid underground people, the stupid people at the bottom of the totem pole vote on which one of us deserves to die. And that's basically what politics are at this point.
I know this is feeding into the wrestling because again, it is addicting.
Oh, 100%.
Like now I want more. Here's what I want so bad. I want the like crazy right-wing wackos to be entirely correct. And Trump like deletes the law where you can't run for a third term. And he runs again. And then his opponent is Barack Obama because he can also run a third time because he got rid of the law.
See, it's funny, and like, I honestly, this might come as a shock to you, but I'm pretty sure I've said this on the show before. I would actively vote for Obama for a third term.
Yes, let's do it, bro.
Because
Obama
I think
third term, dude.
I am not switching sides. I'm like in the center leaning right. Trump is way too far right, but I can't support the left because they're just a bunch of insane people. I don't trust the figureheads that are on the left. I don't really trust the people on the right, but they seem more trustworthy.
I like some left political figures. There's like subsections. There's subsections in any political spectrum. There are left wing people I enjoy, you know, that aren't bad.
I mean, yeah, but like all you're exposed to is like Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, Vito Giswaldi, like the
Man,
far left insane
Vito,
people.
dude. I've been talking so much about Vito on Low Count Nobodies because I'm just like, I'm so invested. Vito is, because every other time Vito's crashed out, it's only lasted at most for like a couple of weeks. And then he's like, wait. I'm fucking up right now. I'm going to apologize and I'm going to be normal for a while. Vito is committing. He is fucking burning bridges as much as he can. He's throwing the firewood in. He's pouring lighter oil on it. He doesn't give a fuck. He's just constantly bad mouthing Dick, constantly bad mouthing all of Dick's friends, constantly bad mouthing fans of the show, and he just can't stop, and it's unstoppable now. He's fully Maddoxized. It's we will never escape. But the thing is, Vito wants money, so if he can help it, he'll just do biggest problem forever. And Dick wants money. So if he can help it, he'll just do biggest problem forever. So it's like, what if Dick and Maddox stuck it out? That's the timeline we're looking at right now, where it's just going to be the most awkward podcast in the fucking world forever because they
So
hate each other now.
the other thing that I just thought of, and this is like a no insteading you, unfortunately, but we're both in that, like, you got to get it out there.
Okay.
You realize 2028 is going to seem extremely tame. You're going to have, it's probably going to be JD Vance versus some other dude from the left.
No, Trump's got to get rid of that term. It's
No,
gotta
no,
be
no.
Trump versus
I know you're making like a joke, but like in all seriousness,
I
jokes
want this to be
aside.
real.
No, I know, but it, like, reality wise, it's not gonna happen. I need you to build off with me in real
Alex,
people land here for just
you've
a
seen
second.
Alex, you've seen what Trump is capable of. You've seen the mountains that Trump has moved. He could do this. He could make this happen.
Okay, then let's go over to fantasy world where he doesn't actually do anything important. All right?
Okay.
I need you to just play this hypothetical out with me for just a little bit, because this is what I want to talk about.
I'm cynical, and I think the most insane thing will happen. But I'll come back down to your level.
Come back down to normal people land for just a little bit. You're gonna
Okay.
get JD Vance, and just for argument's sake, let's say Gavin Newsom. All right,
I don't think Vance has it, especially against Newsom.
Riely. There's I think that, like, the WWE era of the United States politics is going to be over after this. There might be a little bit of, like, residual hate, but, like, in terms of one political figure versus another in an election, I think 2028 will be like 2028 or 2032 will be the complete, we'll go back to normal. It'll just be, I think it'll just be one guy versus another.
I personally think it's literally over. Like, I think we're in an endless loop of the most insane thing at all times now, and we're never gonna escape until the country collapses.
But
And
you're
I think
never
we
gonna
can-
have another Hillary Clinton. You're never gonna have another, like, you watch, and, like, Biden didn't really fight back as much as Hillary did.
I think Newsom has the fire. I think
Yeah, but
Newsom
JD
could be
Vance
the
does
next
not.
Trump.
So JD Vance is probably just gonna roll over and die compared to Gavin Newsom.
Yeah,
But
so
Gavin-
Newsom's gonna
but-
be president, and we're gonna get the left wing WWE time.
I don't think so. Because we had Biden, who was like, it was like the Dark Ages, where, like, nothing was really going on outside of, like, people still think that Biden stole the election. But, like, now people think, but we're back to, like, how do I put this? Vince McMahon rose to power for the WWE, and then Triple H came in and kicked him out. And then Triple H got injured, and now Vince McMahon is back and wreaking havoc across the WWE universe. But Triple H is recovering, and he's coming back, and he's going to beat the shit out of him and kill him. And then it's going to be just normal going abouts until another super high energized political figure comes into play. Gavin Newsom is not the Trump of the left. I don't think he has the acting abilities, and I don't think he has that fire under him to the point where he can, like, incite and almost allegedly incite an insurrection.
I think we have to make Demi Gloom the president.
Demi's too young.
We have to reform the law where you can't have a young president, and we have to make Demi Gloom the president.
We need to see Demi get hit 35 first. Let's focus on that first, and then
Yes, President Demi Gloom needs to happen at some point in the world. It's very important that that happens.
technically you could run for president too.
I would not win for president.
Go change your name to Fat McMahon and just like go on a rampage.
I think Demi Gloom has the ability to skirt her online history a lot better than I do. I'm a mess. She's kind of curtailed it a little.
Change your name, lose a bunch of weight, and say that's not me.
Yeah, that's probably a good strategy.
That's like the best strategy you have for
I just
skirting
say
your
whatever I
internet
think,
history.
and in reality, I just say whatever I think, and I'm literally retarded. I'm literally disabled.
I
and
really,
it's
I
just
look
not-
forward to the presidential election for 2028 because I really think you're not anybody that the right chooses is gonna seem boring as fuck compared to Trump. You can agree with that, right?
Yeah, so I think this is the left wing's chance. They got to find like they got to find an extremist that's going to be able to command an audience, basically.
Not an extremist. They need someone who is likable and trustworthy. They need to go back. They need fucking Bill Clinton.
Okay.
Not like actual Bill Clinton, but they need
the next Bill Clinton.
They need the next Bill Clinton, a 40 to 50-year-old white dude who's been in politics and has kept his mouth shut. They need a trustworthy American.
Who's the guy, though?
That's the problem. There is no guy. They're like a fumbling party at this point.
I think it has to be an extremist. That's the only way, because Trump is an extremist. You have to meet extremism with extremism.
But no, that's the thing. Trump is the extremist for the right, but he's out of the picture in 2028.
But whoever runs is gonna have his backing. So like we still have to play the game, I think.
I honestly think that like maybe I'm living in a fantasy world where I want things to go back to like the George Bush era where like
they never will. It's over.
I know it's over. I know it's over. I know it's over. I know that it's over and it's like that fantasy world of like you just want it to go back to like oh yeah, that guy's the president. That's pretty cool. Not, oh yeah, he's trying to kill all trans people.
Obama was just cool, man. He had no controversy. He did have controversy, but like nobody knew about it. Because social media makes everybody know about that's the thing about social media. It's important. Awareness is important, but it's a hard balancing act because when we didn't have awareness, it was just like, oh yeah, Obama's this like cool guy who like sometimes he comes on a Nickelodeon show and he's like, I'm Barack Obama. Hello, Carly from iCarly. And it's like, oh, that's Obama. I love that guy.
Obama was the last great president.
It's pure. It's just pure. There was nothing.
You guys need another Obama. That's what you need to win.
Yeah.
Is a likable character who has no flaws.
Florida just fucking flipped entirely. It's crazy. Florida was ride or die Obama. Both years, Obama cleared. And then Trump comes along and it flips entirely. Like, Obama just commanded an audience so strongly of just, like, regular people who didn't really give a shit, who were, like, tricked into kind of giving a shit, that resulted in the Barack Obama presidency being so, like, any controversy was so niche, nobody would hear about it. Like, he was just perfect.
But see, the problem with Gavin Newsom, all of California fucking hates him.
Yeah, that's true.
So if Newsom runs, there's a decent chance that he might
AOC.
not get. I really think you need to go with a strong white man again. Just build your party back, build back better. You know.
Okay, AOC VP.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
AOC VP.
The VP doesn't fucking matter. You could Trump could go and run as Elmo's VP and people would be like, I fucking love Elmo. Who's the other guy?
What about Yang? That would be a pretty good twist villain.
We're not looking for villains. That's what I'm trying to What I'm trying to do here is there are no more villains. No more villains. All I need is just two. I need two straight white males with a happy family in politics.
Wait.
We need to go back to normal before we can start doing the silly things again.
I'm saying villain as a metaphor.
No villains at all. Nothing.
Case.
Don't. That's a negative word. You need
I'm just
everyday
I'm
normal
like
guy.
A return, like a twist, like a return, like fucking Andrew Yang was this like niche candidate that built this kind of cult following, and like if he like came back swinging and the establishment backed him, that would be like an interesting like twist. Like the metaphor of like a twist villain of like, oh, this changes everything. Like
you know what you guys need?
What?
You need a mega mind.
Yes.
You need that classy villain that everybody likes.
Yes.
What was the fucking actual villain of Megamind?
A little bit of evil is required to build a society, and I think we gotta find the right evil guy on the left, and I think that'll fix everything.
God, oh, I just realized that Vivek could possibly be one too. Ooh.
Vivek? Was he... You think he's gonna be the next Trump? I thought he was right.
No, he's not gonna be the next Trump, but like he could run in 2032. Because I can guarantee you that JD Vance is running in 28 as president with some other person. I don't care who.
He's not gonna win.
He's not. The right has severely fucked up with Trump. The right will not win
unless they retain Trump. But I think they might be able to do it.
I'm gonna put this on record. I'm going to put this on record right now on 9/11/2025. The right will not win the 2028 election solely because so many people have turned tail and hate Trump now, to the point where the right is now associated with hate and Trump, to the point where they're going to look at whoever the right chooses, whoever the Republicans choose, and they're going to be like, yeah, you guys really fucked it up with Trump, though. Where I don't even give a shit if it's fucking Bernie at this point. Put Bernie's brain in a robot. I'll vote for the fucking clanker. I don't care.
Bro, some people keep their wits until they die at like 105. It happens. Bernie could be the guy.
Bernie's not your guy. I'm
Bernie's,
sorry.
Bernie's still got the wits about him. He's still in it.
Bernie's gonna fucking die before he hits office. You still have 3 more. You still have what? 2 full years of Trump left.
I resent Hillary Clinton so hard. I literally think the DNC is fake. That's my political conspiracy theory. I talk about this all the time. The DNC is literally fake. The votes are just don't matter. They just pick someone. I think if the votes were counted at all, Bernie would have been the guy. It would have been Bernie versus Trump, and that would have been a very different race. But the establishment picked Hillary Clinton.
Same with the establishment picked Joe Biden. The establishment picked Joe Biden, then decided, you know what, we're gonna turn tail and immediately run Kamala Harris.
They picked the safe guy. Like, they didn't do anything.
That's what you need to do. Is both party. You need to find someone who is more trustworthy and likable than JD Vance. Just your everyday normal guy.
They can't be too safe though, because like that's weird.
No, because I really think that because of Trump, your party is gonna look very, very favorable compared to everyday normal guy JD Vance.
They gotta have a little bit of vigor.
Oh well, yeah.
Can't just be like a
Like it can't be like just someone's dad. Like
you gotta get nobody. Yeah,
exactly. But you need that everyday normal guy aspect though.
Yeah.
Like you need
Andrew
another
Yang, dude.
You need another like Bill Clinton or like George Bush.
What do you think? I think Andrew Yang has it. Get him in there.
Because like you guys have been actively trying to find your next Obama.
Yang gang, bro.
You guys have been struggling since Obama. Obama was like your climax. And I think the
Yang was the
climax
guy.
for the Republicans is Donald Trump. So I think president, after this president, we're going to go back to white guy versus white guy for just a little bit. Give America a nice fresh reset. Get people what you need to do is get people out of politics. You need to make politics so fucking boring that people don't give a shit anymore. Run two normal fucking dudes and have them literally just say what they want to do. Nothing controversy, no nothing. I'm also aware that that's like stupid retard fantasy land. But you at least have to agree that if it's some random nobody from each party, people aren't going to care about politics anymore.
Yeah, but who wins and then what happens? Like, that's a
Nothing.
toss-up.
That's the whole point, is nothing. Nothing happens.
No, but something happens. That's the thing, is like something has to happen. It comes to a point where like we have the most milquetoast, boring election in the world, right? And like most people don't bother to vote, but people do vote, and somebody wins.
Yeah.
And whichever side that is gonna take over. And it's a toss-up. I don't know which one it's gonna be. Because it's gonna be completely nothing. Like, it's going to be completely milquetoast and boring. It's either going to be crazy or it's going to be literally nothing, not interesting at all. The votes are going to, like, fucking down, way down. But there will be votes, and somebody will win, and it's literally heads or tails. And that's the side that takes over.
I don't think take over like Lex Luthor kind of taking over, though.
Not like that much, but like it becomes the norm, you know. Like Obama was the norm. Somebody will become the norm.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. It'll be interesting to see. I hope that this is the last political assassination we see for a while. I know it's not going to be.
Fuck political violence, dude. Don't do it. Like, just be cool.
Go after, like, we need to unite and go after like the CEOs or something. Like that united both sides. Luigi Mangione literally united both right and left, and everybody was like, okay, I don't hate Luigi for killing somebody. You know what I mean?
Guys, we'll see you next week on Rumble. Rumble.com.
Why?
This is a controversial podcast we've just done, Alex.
I don't think we've said anything that would get us kicked off YouTube, though. That's the thing.
This will get us sniped by the people.
Nah.
By the court of public opinion.
Nah.
Through the Indian customer support of YouTube, represented by them.
All right. You ready to wrap it up? I'm gonna run out of disk space soon, so all right, everybody. I don't want this one to just abruptly end either, because the other one ended at like 37 minutes, so this one is probably gonna end soon as well.
All right, thanks for watching. Alex, plugs.
linktr.ee/COLOCHU, patreon.com/detour ahead, PDETOURAHEAD.
Okay. linktr.ee/Riely Cinematic Universe, RIELY. Cinematic Universe. Lockout Nobodies, Monday through Friday. Talking about internet retards. It's pretty cool. Maybe I'll do one tonight. Well, high out of my fucking mind at like midnight after hanging out at a bar with Carl and Vinny.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Please don't do... We don't condone political violence. Political violence is not cool. If you think you're solving a problem, you're probably just making it worse. Please don't do it. That's really like the basis of this episode. That's why I wanted to talk about this today. I know I don't have a voice out in the world, but it's still good enough to put it out there. Don't do violence in general, but like political violence is stupid. Like anytime you try and take somebody out, they're just going to become a martyr for whatever cause you're trying to fight, and you're just going to make that cause stronger. So it really just doesn't make any sense to be doing that kind of thing. So please don't do it. It's not, you're not cool. You're not trying to make change. It really just doesn't solve anything. So don't do it.
It's the worst thing to ever do.
But anyway, I know this was very politically charged, but thank you everybody so much for watching. Thank you everybody so much for listening. We will see you next week.
That was great. Bye.